It is Friday, and that means my favorite way, and hopefully your favorite way, to get to know your Atlas recruiter, the often imitated, never duplicated Atlas MedStaff 5-Question Friday. With me this week, Great Recruiter certified Atlas MedStaff recruiter, Kristi Moore.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. It's Friday. How about you?
I love Friyay. That's what I tell my kids in the morning. It's Friyay.
Here's the thing. Like, I understand. I've been doing this for 19 years now, as of time of recording. Obviously, I know our nurses work weekends or whatever. For us, though, it's our weekend. So there you go.
My girls know it as their snuggle days.
I love it.
Yep.
All right, you ready to get into this?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. First question: tell me who Kristi Moore is.
I wear many hats. Mom, wife, dog mom, arthritis warrior. I like to cook. I like health and fitness. People lover, dog lover, food lover, beer lover, mom.
There we go.
Wife.
I want to ask. I'm gonna ask about other pieces of that, but I want to do question 1A then. Like, what's your favorite thing to cook?
My favorite thing to cook. You know, before kids, I used to make everything from scratch, and I always had so much time to like meal prep and like crock pot stuff. And honestly, these days, now that I have kids and with the dogs, I like my air fryer. Like, I can throw pretty much whatever I want in my Ninja fryer, and like, it comes out great. I don't know why or how, but it always comes out great.
It's magic. It's just magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like vegetables, I like crunchy vegetables. Like, I'll take broccoli and throw in there with some garlic salt and Parmesan, spray it with some EVO, and it comes out like crunchy and good. It's like a good vegetable, you know?
Yeah. Okay, question number 2. And you mentioned this a little bit, and it's part of your bio. You're an animal lover. You've got 2 dogs, and I hope they make an appearance at some point during the video here. I hope.
They absolutely can. They're on the floor beside me.
Awesome. Okay, but you've also said that you've owned a number of different pets over the years. What's the strangest pet that you've owned?
The strangest pet that I've owned, I'd probably say a potbelly pig. Yeah.
Really?
Disclosure, what happened to that potbelly pig? But yeah, we called her Roto-Rooter. And when we first got her, she was probably like this big. Like, she was just, this little itty bitty thing. And I remember her like snorting around the house. That was probably the next weirdest thing I would say was geese. We had geese. Okay. And they're smart. They used to get behind my mom's car and not let her out. And they knew that she wouldn't run them over.
I figured, okay, pig, maybe you mentioned the geese in the bio or whatever. Like ferrets, have you ever had like any like that or?
No ferrets. We had chickens, ducks, the potbelly pig, lots of dogs, cats, lizards, snakes, no spiders, thank God. Birds. I grew up in a really small town that was close to, we were like surrounded by Amish. So I would like go to the Amish store and get eggs. So there was like always horses around, and
So you just grew up around it then, like it was just part of your DNA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right, question number 3. Your bio also says you enjoy like science and medicine and that type of thing. So where did that come from?
I've had a passion in science ever since I can remember. Probably when I was maybe like 10 years old, I started having like stomach pain, and I could never figure it out. And lo and behold, back then they didn't know like gluten problems were real. So I started researching. And then when the internet came about, where it was accessible for everyone, if that gives you a hint on my age, I just never stopped, and I just found it intriguing, and I just kept researching, and I would read like science articles and all these clinical trials and studies, and I just kept going. And then when I went to college, I could get, I could close my eyes and get straight A's in science. It was insane. I love science. Still to this day, I will go and I will read, trials and all kinds of crazy science stuff.
I was never very good. School was not necessarily for me. I didn't necessarily agree with school, but I see where you're coming from. I think science is fascinating, and nature and how medicine works and vaccines, and that I think is absolutely fascinating. And that there are people smart enough to do that is awesome.
Yeah. I think in another lifetime, like in another lifetime, I would go down that route because I just love studying. Like I love science. I'm just such a dork. Now, other subjects, not so much, but science it's just passion. Whatever you're passionate about, I think you learn. It's just easy, you know?
All right. Question number 4. Who or what inspires you?
That's a hard question. I get inspiration from really all over, like friends, you know, families, myself. Like, I don't want to sound crazy, but I kind of inspire myself, you know, like I push myself, like, and I just keep going. But I can't really pinpoint like one particular person that's really ever like I could pinpoint down as an inspiration. My mom, maybe, for having 4 of us.
That might be more perseverance than anything, right? I mean, that's okay. Question number 5, and this is on your bio, so it'll be interesting to see which one of these you choose. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Ireland.
Okay, all right. Why Ireland?
So I have roots. I'm actually I'm 50% German and I'm 50% Irish. So I have roots in Dublin, and I would just like to go and just, you know, get in touch with my roots and drink some beer along the way and find some small holes in the wall and just venture.
Just an Irish pub somewhere and get a real Guinness. And that would be, not that we don't have real Guinness here, obviously we do, but it's different. I've heard it is completely different there, like for the better. And so that's on my list too. I think I will definitely make it at some point.
Bucket list.
There you go. All right. Okay, keep this timeless for me. Month and year you started with Atlas as a recruiter.
August 2021.
There you go. So you've been with us for a little bit. I alluded to it earlier. You're Great Recruiter certified. If this is the type of recruiter that you're looking for, one that appreciates not only what you do in a hospital, but the science behind all of it too, who's also a dog mom and has owned some very interesting other animals, Kristi might be for you. So what we'll do is put all of our information right down here. You've got to show me your dogs here. We have to see before we go.
I would show you my kids, but I don't have them. They're at school.
Oh, that's okay.
But these are my fur babies.
Oh, there we go. Oh my
There's
goodness.
one. And then I had a 15-year-old girl, and she just passed away. And here's Stella. And my daughter's autistic.
Okay.
She is used to having large dogs, so to replace my beloved Armani, we got Stella.
Oh my goodness.
This is Stella, and she's actually 16 weeks today.
Wow. And she's huge. Is that how big she's going to get? Is she going to get bigger?
Her mom, I think, was like 120 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, very short, but just a big girl. So I think she's going to stay small.
Yeah. But
I think she's going to have some weight to her, which is good because, you know, my daughters like to try to ride them and use them as their, like, you know, footrests.
Of course.
All that good stuff.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. That's awesome. Kristi, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here with me today. Like I said, if you're looking for that recruiter that has that kind of background, that loves science, that loves the theory and everything else behind what you do there in the hospital, Kristi might be the recruiter there for you. So.
And I love people.
Hey, people too. There you go. All right. Thank you so much.
Rich. You're welcome.
See you next week.
All right.